Welcome to the theater. Follow me and I'll show you all the parts that everybody else doesn't get to see of our theater. So first I'll show you the office where I've been working on props for the show. Here are parts of the bird that have been taken apart so I can put them back together. Here are pieces and parts of the ghouls. You'll get to see what those are soon. Right. There's the chicken from Into the Woods. Follow me out. I take you through the house. Come follow me. Please watch your step. As I turn. This is where I sit and I watch the show from here. I've got my laptop, I have my scripts, I have my supply of smoothies and candy, and this is my ClearComm system, so I can talk to the booth, I can talk to people backstage, I can talk to Michael in the pit when necessary. And this is my little command center. So we come back this way. Here are lighting booms, so we can illuminate the front of the stage a little better. Down here is our orchestra pit. Come on down here. It's a little crowded. Just me. Over here is where Michael stands. Come on over. Come on over here. Come stand where Michael stands. He stands here. And now you see what he sees, including the stick. And you can see the actors up there. They can see him down here. And this is his, that's where we sardine in all of the musicians. This is his stand. You can see his little notes. These are the scores with all of his notes, which you can see. He's got his cuts. He's got Post-it notes. He's got stuff all in here. There's a lot for him to keep track of. Oh, and here's his octopus. When he's happy with the cast, it looks like this. When he's not happy with the cast, it looks like this. This was a good rehearsal, so it can stay happy. Follow me out of the pit because I get claustrophobic. We need the bathroom upstairs. Come back here. We use this area as part of a dressing room, part of an actor holding pen. We hang costumes over there. Eventually we'll move this. This will be, we'll put a table here, and this is where the musicians will keep their cases and their belongings while they're in the pit. So come backstage. This is where the stage manager calls the show from. She sits here, she's on comm, and we have a monitor so she can see what's happening from the front as opposed to just from the side. And she has a phone, so if something happens with the ClearComm system, she can call. Up that ladder is if we want to focus some of the lights in the front of house. It's kind of dark and creepy up there too. This is one of our prop tables. These are all props for the show. And somebody's water. So more props for the show. More props for the show. You can get a nice side view of the set from here. And that's Chip. One of the actors in the show is Chip because she played Chip when we did Beauty and the Beast last year. So you follow me back here. Here's our backstage crossover. How the actors get from one side of the stage to the other in the dark. They have to be very careful. There's one of our actors. Oh, they ran away. You'd think they wouldn't be quite so shy. Welcome to our scene shop. There's one of the set pieces. Here's our Steinway. Here are set pieces from previous shows. She was in Romeo and Juliet, that's Horatio. He was in Dracula and Madame La Mancha, that's one of the ponies from Cinderella. This is where we build our sets, and right now it's also where we do our quick changes, because between Trial by Jury and The Sorcerer, we have a very, very short period of time to get the entire cast changed. This is where it happens. And remember I talked about the ghouls I'm building in my office? Here's the skeletons. You'll get to see what they really look like when you come see the show this weekend. More backstage. More prop table. Here's the actors. Caught him. That's Ari. Ari's in the ensemble of both shows. Here's Lael, one of the ASMs. And now, come on stage. This machine over here. You'll find out what it does this weekend. This is what we call a plume fogger. It shoots fog right up into the air, and it has lights. And then under here, we have more foggers that just have fog and no lights. And you can look under there. And then if you turn around, you can see what our actors see. You can see the lights in the cove, you can see the balcony, and in front, you can see where Michael sits. And the happy little octopus on his conductor's podium. When we don't have a show that we have an orchestra, we have that covered so people don't fall into it. So come down the dressing room hallway. This is where we try to keep all of our information. This is our sign-in sheet for everybody every night. This is our current to-do list of stuff we still need to do before the show opens. As you can see, it's fairly long. This is information on building the set that we had. This first thing is the ground plan of the set. It's what I made, so our technical director and our build crew knew what to build. And the next thing over is the elevation. It's what it looks like from the front. And the next drawing is how we broke down the platforms of what we had, what we made, how tall they are, and how big they were. We have a reminder of actors' etiquette. Basically, be nice to each other, be on time, turn your cell phones off. Taped on the wall down the hallway are pages from our program, so our actors can proof it, make sure we spelled their names right, have their parts right, know who they are. This is one of our dressing rooms. You can see this is where the judge goes. That's his hat. Somebody's doing a crossword puzzle. Here's another one of our small dressing rooms. We've got shoes and a water bottle and a deodorant, because I remind them fairly often how important it is they wear deodorant. This is our green room, and where our assistant costumer is working the costumes right now. This is Judy, happily humming to herself. And you can see we've got a lot of costumes that are currently under construction. And we've got props and pieces from other shows, because no one has enough storage. And boxes of hair. Down to the dressing room. This is the girls' dressing room, one of them. They have little baskets because they have more small costume pieces and hair, because most of them wear hair pieces. And their costumes tend to be bigger, so they have bigger racks. And here's the other girls' dressing room. And they have bathrooms. All of our dressing rooms have full bathrooms. I'll take you to the booth. This is the lobby from the other side. We put lights on that for Christmas. This is our control booth. But this is also our box office. That's what these computers are here. Coming to the control booth, this is our cable storage. And then up the stairs, we have sound programs from events we've had in here before. And this is where all the stuff happens. This is our lighting board. This is how we control all the lights in the show and the special effects machines. Here is another monitor, so the people up here can see what's happening here as well as on the stage. And this is our soundboard, which for us is fairly new, and it's digital. It does cool stuff all by itself. So that's pretty much the entire theater. There's the stage from here. And we look forward to seeing you on Sunday.